So LinuxCNC doesn't really provide an easy way to connect an aftermarket joystick or pendant. And so there's a couple of hacks online to be able to convert a game controller joystick into a pendant for your CNC through LinuxCNC. All of the hacks I found are incredibly difficult to install, and because of the install difficulty and the programming difficulty for, I mean, even somebody who's quasi-nerdy like myself, it was fairly cumbersome. So I did some sniffing around, and I found this file called QJoypad. So QJoypad, you can see here on the screen, is the website for the build. They have a binary package for Ubuntu that will work on the LinuxCNC distro. When I installed the binary, it had some dependencies. There was 4 dependencies. Let's see here. So the first dependency was libmanager1 or libmng1. The next dependency was libqtcore4, libqtgui4, and libaud or libaudio2. So there were 4 dependencies for me to install QJoypad, the binary, but it was fairly simple. I downloaded the binary and ran the package manager. For the install, it told me that I needed to do the dependencies, so I went ahead and I did the update to the package manager, or made sure that the did the sudo apt-get update, which updated the operating system. Then I went ahead and did the sudo apt-get install on the 4 dependencies that I had, and then went back and installed the binary, which is available here on the built files for the Ubuntu or Debian, and it installed great. So once that binary was installed, you launch it from Applications, Games, QJoypad, and it throws it up here in the Finder, or in your toolbar, taskbar, whatever that thing is there. And so here's your application. So what we do, and it's hard to see here with this camera setup, but when you guys install it, or I'll see if I can't zoom it in post here, it gives you access to be able to program all of the buttons on your controller, because it determines what type of controller it is via the USB when QPad is installed. So then you can go ahead and you can assign the buttons quickly and easily through this quick set programming method. So what you'll do is click the Quick Set button, then you'll move the button that you want to program. So for this particular button program, I'm going to do this joystick, and I'm going to do joystick left. So now it says choose a key, and so I'm going to choose the arrow key because I want to go ahead and program that as part of the x-axis, so I'll program that. Now I'll move it right. It's going to ask me again for the program. I'm going to go ahead and hit the key on the keyboard. I'm going to do this now for the z-axis. I'm going to go ahead and program the 2 buttons on the top here where my index finger is. So I'll click the top button. It'll ask me for the key. And the next one. And so I'm going to go ahead and program those 4 buttons. We'll call it done. I will update my little program. I'll launch LinuxCNC. Oh, wait a minute. No, I don't want to restart. I already had it running. So I'll open this up. And now I should be able to move the mill horizontally. And then I programmed the z-axis here. So, or actually I programmed the horizontal axis because I was using the arrow keys. So I programmed the horizontal axis to these keys. I think you get the idea. You can program every function. The way I had the controller set up, before I started this video was that I had the X on this joystick, I had the Y on this joystick, which is still kind of programmed, I see, from the last time, and then I had the Z programmed here, and then this button here changed my jog speed. So I could change the jog speed quickly by using the down arrow. All right, and that's Q Joystick. It's a quick way to program a game controller, and you can use pretty much any game controller. I bought this one, I think, at Target for, I don't know, 10 bucks. Get them at Wally World or the Everything Store, old Amazon. If you guys have any questions, hit me up, and I will put in the post links to the Q Joypad, and that's how you can convert to the joystick. I did order a jog wheel pendant for video editing, but it's a USB programmable jog wheel pendant for video editing. I'm going to take a stab at using it to program on the LinuxCNC using the Q Joypad to see if it's any closer to the performance of like what you can use with the Mach 3 the pendant. So I'll do a follow-up if it works, and I'll show you guys how that turns out. The cost of that little pendant, I think, was 120 bucks. I'll use it for video if it doesn't work out for the LinuxCNC. Thanks, guys.